Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's severe weather update. So, we are expecting a major tornado outbreak tomorrow across much of the Midwest, South, and Ohio Valley, as the Storm Prediction Center has issued a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk of severe weather for portions of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and Western Ohio in the orange shaded area for tomorrow. We have a slight risk from the Gulf Coast states all the way up through areas of Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Michigan in the yellow, and a marginal risk from Texas through Florida all the way through western New York and upper Michigan in the dark green shade area tomorrow. And taking a look at our tornado probabilities, unfortunately, we do have a 10% chance of seeing a tornado touch down within 25 miles of a location tomorrow across areas like Little Rock, Greenville, Memphis, Jackson, Nashville, Bowling Green, Evansville, and Louisville in this yellow hatched area. If you live across this yellow hatched area, make sure you are preparing for numerous tornadoes tomorrow, and some of which could be EF2 or stronger, especially in areas of western Kentucky and Tennessee and northern Mississippi. We have a 5% chance of a tornado touching down within 25 miles of a location in the brown shade area surrounding that, and a 2% chance in the green shade area. Make sure you're on guard for scattered tornadoes if you live in the brown shade area, and isolated tornadoes if you live in the green shade area. And taking a look at our damaging wind threat, we could be seeing a widespread damaging wind event as well, with a 30% SIG for the wind across the red shade area, pretty much across the entire enhanced risk area, with a 15% chance in our slight risk area and a 5% chance in our marginal risk area. If you live anywhere across the hatched area, make sure you are preparing for wind gusts of 75 miles per hour or stronger with some of our storms tomorrow. And taking a look at our large hail threat, we have a 30% SIG from areas of Texas all the way through central Indiana in the red hatched area. And if you live in this area, make sure you are parking your cars in the garage, as we could be seeing golf ball to tennis ball to baseball, maybe even softball size hail tomorrow across this red hatched area especially. Timing out our storms with the 18Z run of the HRRR model, storms will initiate around St. Louis around noon tomorrow Central Time, and then going into 1, 2, 3 o'clock, we're going to be seeing a lot of hail-producing storms move across Illinois, western Indiana, potentially south of St. Louis. Golf ball, tennis ball, baseball size hail could be falling with these as they are initiating, as well as tornadoes, especially the further south cells here. And then going into 3, 4 o'clock, we could be seeing numerous supercells across southeastern Missouri, northeastern Arkansas, the same area that got hit with severe weather a couple weeks ago, unfortunately, with the line moving through Indiana and southeastern Illinois. Going into 6, 7 o'clock, a line of storms, potentially a line of supercells entering western Kentucky, south central Illinois, southeastern Missouri, northeastern Arkansas. And unfortunately, as we go into about 7 to 8 p.m. tomorrow evening, look out areas around Mayfield, Kentucky, and surrounding areas. You could be seeing more tornadic supercells in and around the Mayfield area, all the way up through southern Indiana, through the Boot Heel, Missouri, into 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. Going into 8, 9, 10 o'clock, this is when we're going to see a widespread damaging wind event across Kentucky and Tennessee as our storms merge into a line. And this line will move across Kentucky and Tennessee through the overnight hours, all the way through tomorrow morning before our storms start to weaken as they enter into West Virginia and Western Virginia into about 7 a.m. tomorrow, or 7 a.m. Monday morning. Timing out our storms across the deep south, have our cells to the north across Kentucky and Missouri, but as we go into about 9 o'clock, supercells will fire in the Arklatex area, producing very large hail potentially south of Shreveport and south of Texarkana, and perhaps into Little Rock. And then as we go into about 10, 11 p.m., this is when we're going to be seeing the potential for a few rogue supercells to develop across southern Arkansas near Shreveport, Louisiana. Watch out for these. These could be producing long track, strong to violent tornadoes as we go into Sunday evening. And then going into Sunday night, storms move across northern Mississippi, converge into a line where we see more of a damaging wind threat across northern Mississippi and southeastern Arkansas. And then as we go through into Monday morning, about 5 a.m., storms will enter Alabama, move through areas like Huntsville, Tuscaloosa, And then watch out Mississippi. A trailing line will move across southern Mississippi as well, through areas like Hattiesburg, all the way as we go through Monday morning across Alabama, western Florida, and across Atlanta, Georgia. So if you live especially across the enhanced risk area for tomorrow, make sure you are preparing for a tornado outbreak and damaging wind event. Thanks for watching. Please stay safe and have a wonderful evening, my friends.